Hello everyone and welcome to Relationship Realness. Today I want to talk about something that has come to mind this week, something that God is speaking to me about, and that is about stewardship. So are you a good steward of the relationships that God has placed in your life? Now that can be a romantic relationship, it can be family relationships, it can be work relationships, even people that you mentor or people in your small group or a discipleship. It can be anyone. Are you a good steward of those relationships that God has placed in your life? And what do I mean when I say that? Are you looking out for them? Are you treating them as God would expect of you to treat them? Are you treating them in a Christ-like manner? Are you treating them the way that you would like to be treated? Now, it's not always that easy, but it does make it easier when we spend time with God. Because if we spend intimate time with God, and when we are in relationship with Him, and He fills us up with His love, and He renews our mind daily with His word, then we are better people. Then it is easier to love others. If God fills us with His love, if we spend time in His presence and our cup is filled up, then our cup can overflow to others. But if we are empty, then we have nothing to give to them. So when it becomes more difficult to love others or to have patience with them or to not be irritated with them, that is something that I struggle with quite a bit. But if it's difficult, if you find it more difficult certain days or specific times, then you know that you should spend more time with God, because then your cup is a bit empty. And we should operate in the Spirit and not in the flesh. So we should operate in the fruit of the Spirit: love, peace, patience, joy, and you can go on. So if you find it difficult to have those fruits in your life or to operate in that, then you should know that it's time to spend more time with God. Or you should ask yourself, when last have I spent intimate time with God? Then you should make time, because that is always priority, to make time for God. And if you make Him a priority, everything else in your life will fall into place. So I want to ask you once again, are you a good steward of the relationships that God has placed in your life? And if you aren't, then what are you going to do about it? How are you going to change that? As someone told me today, we have been placed in each other's lives for a reason. So we should look after each other. We should treat each other with respect and with love, and we should handle each other with care, because God has blessed us with that person, entrusted us with that person, and we should be a good steward of that gift and of that blessing that God has placed in our lives. I hope this message inspires you and cultivates a hunger in you to cultivate even better Christ-like relationships. Toodles!